এর মধ্যে ব্যাকগ্রাউন্ড বাড়ানো খরচ।
Good morning, Mr. Arvind. We are waiting for one team and another judge to join in. Then
No
we'll
problem.
begin. Yeah.
No. My audio is clear?
Yeah, loud and clear. Thanks.
Okay.
Good morning, judges. Good morning, participants. I think we are good to go. Please start.
Good morning to one and all present here. On behalf of GD Goenka Public School Vasankunj, I extend a warm welcome to each one of you. With an aim to empower technoids throughout the country, we are proud to bring you the second edition of the Goenkan Tech Fest. Film is considered to be an important art form, a source of popular entertainment, a powerful medium for educating citizens. The visual basis of film gives it a universal power of communication. Rapidly developing advances in digital technology have made filmmaking more portable and more affordable. Anyone around the globe who hasn't had access to resources and funding for filmmaking before now has the opportunity to create videos and direct movies. Filmmaking involves ideas, creativity, videography, editing, and expression, and it surely is not an easy job. With an aim to combine art and technology, ladies and gentlemen, we proudly present our event for the day, Boxed In. This event provides a platform to the participants to not only showcase their creativity, but also allows them to unleash their array of thoughts and mold the project in any which way that they feel is the correct depiction of the topic provided.
The rules and regulations for the event are as follows. The given topics were technology, both boon and bane, and the future in technology. The participants had to create a movie on any of the topics mentioned above for not more than 5 minutes. There is no restriction to the file size. The participants can use both Hindi and English to bring out an effective display of their skills. There were 2 rounds in this competition, the preliminary round and the final round. For the final round today, the qualified finalists are required to present their movie before the judges. The work done by the participants must be original. Note that plagiarism would lead to disqualification. The participants will be judged on their uniqueness of the idea, adherence to the topic, overall editing, visual and sound effects. The judges' decisions will be final and binding.
Now, we would like to introduce the judges who judged our preliminary round, Ms. Tarini Sajdev and Mr. Shaktik Banerjee. Ms. Tarini is pursuing a Master of Science in Mathematics from Mumbai University. Science, art, and movies have always been her passion. She has been the president of a departmental union of her college and a part of the quiz society during undergraduation. As they say, once a Goenkan, always a Goenkan. She is still aiming for a higher, stronger, and a brighter tomorrow. Mr. Shaktik is a hotelier and a visual artist. His milestones are rank 1 in Delhi NCR WorldSkills India, rank 2 in North India WorldSkills India, winner in various national and international competitions. His mantra is, focus on your goal, don't look in any direction but ahead.
And now, we would like to welcome the judges for today's event, Mr. Arvind Rajkumar and Mr. Dhruv Sajdev. Mr. Arvind is presently self-employed. He qualified BE Electronics and Communications from College of Engineering, Chennai in 1989. He did his postgraduate diploma in management from IIM Calcutta in 1991. He is one of the pioneers in the field of computer graphics and visual effects in the country. His first venture, The Fix, was set up to provide visual solutions to complicated visual requirements. He has produced and directed commercials, been a visual effects supervisor for hundreds of projects, and has delivered more than 1,600 projects for the Indian advertising industry. He spent his recent few years building complete 3D stereo conversion facilities for global studios. We welcome you, sir.
The prestigious Judge Business School, University of Cambridge, is the alma mater of Mr. Dhruv Sajdev, and he also holds an MBA from Liverpool Business School. He has over 13 years of experience in working in the management consulting field and has been with organizations such as PwC and EY. Dhruv sir has undertaken his formal training in filmmaking from the prestigious New York Film Academy, where his project, The Bench, won the first Best Film Short Award. His first feature film as an independent director, Sifar, bagged more than 30 international awards. He followed this up with an experimental film Lockdown with Shimiru, which won over 20 awards in the festival circuit. In 2021, he directed one of the biggest musical shows, Tips Rewind. He has also made corporate films and TV commercials for leading companies. Sir is an alumnus of GD Goenka batch of 2008. We welcome you, sir. Dear judges, it is a privilege to have you with us today.
It gives us immense pleasure to welcome all the participants who have joined hands with us to make this event a grand success. For the information of everyone present, let us first take a quick look at the order in which the teams will be presenting today. Firstly, we have BX004, followed by BX005, and then we have BX011, BX013, followed by BX016, and finally BX017. With your permission, esteemed judges, we would like to invite the first team with the team code BX004.
Sure.
Please proceed. Thank you.
Can you hear me calling out your name? You know that I'll speak a little louder, I'll even shout. You know that I'm proud and I can't get the words out.
So now we need some good advertising ideas. So you guys got something? A minute, guys. Vinny, can you get the door? The pizza guy is here.
Did anyone call me?
Vinny!
Yeah, Isha.
Can you go get the door? The pizza is here.
I'm actually in a very important meeting right now. Remedial classes. Can't leave. Tell Sid.
Sid, can you go at the door?
Die. Die. Die.
Siddharth, get the door. The pizza is here.
What?
Sid, यार दरवाजा खोल देना.
Why can't you get it?
Why do you have to be so irritating? I'm in a meeting.
That tone would make me go any faster. Say please.
Can you please get the door, Sid?
Sorry, मैं नहीं ला सकता. Game चल रहा है अभी. Too important.
Pause the game. TV भाग के नहीं जाएगा.
This is a game that cannot pause.
You know what? I really have to get back to my meeting. So if you really want your pizzas, go get it. End of conversation.
सर यार 10 मिनट हो गए कोई बाहर ही नहीं आ रहा. चली जाऊं? हाँ ठीक है.
Something's happening.
That was an amazing movie by team code BX004. I would like to request the participants to switch on the cameras, and we request Arvind sir to ask questions.
Hi, you guys can hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. What was the idea behind picking up this situation for your film?
So we knew we had to go for the topic technology boon and bane. So while brainstorming, we were figuring out ideas. So I had actually ordered a pizza while we were brainstorming, and my mom, had called me. So I told her that I'm in the meeting and I cannot come. So we just picked that idea and we threw it around, and the four of us combined it to form this.
Okay, I overall liked it. There are a couple of things I would like to point to you. One is that I think overall as a short film, it's a little too literal to the subject. Especially, whenever you're making a film, if you find the need to put text superimposed on your video, that means that somehow your thought process about communicating visually is a little weak. Otherwise, you should not be prompting your viewers with text. It's all right to have a prologue and a that leads to the story, or you want to conclude it with a bunch of text. But in the middle of storytelling, ideally you should avoid using superimposed text. And I like the soundtrack because I like Fleetwood Mac. You used it because it says, "Can you hear me calling?"
Yes.
Okay, I think maybe Dhruv will have some inputs on this.
Yeah, so I'll just give some interesting thoughts. So overall, how I always, I'll just switch on.
Dhruv, sorry to disturb you. Can you please switch on your camera?
I'm just doing that. I'm actually in.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah. All right. So hi. So morning. Firstly, so how I sort of look at filmmaking is it usually has an arc, right? So there's always a start, and there'll be a conflict, and then there'll be a resolution. Now, I think the characters were there. So I'll go for the plus side. It's well edited. There's a good soundtrack, and it's well enacted as well. Just for me, whereas all the characters were established when you were resolving, I believe the resolution could have been stronger. That's just again from a personal take. But apart from this, I think the way it was shot, narrated, and all departments, I think they were very, very good. So I just believe that the resolution could have been a little stronger. That's about it. But apart from that, good work.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, judges. Coming up with the next movie is team code BX005.
Technology. It forms an essential part of modern day lifestyles for everyone. The things which were complex and time consuming before can now be done sitting comfortably at home with just a few clicks on our digital devices. But as the saying goes, there are two sides to every coin. The very technology that helps us can harm us as well. So we need to ponder, is technology a boon or a bane? Here we now take you through various instances in people's lives related to technology and let you decide for yourselves.
Hi! Look what I found!
Oh my god, it's so beautiful. Where did you find it? I remember it.
I was cleaning my cupboard the other day.
This is Delisha and her sister. They both live apart from each other. Yet, through one click on a link and one join button, they are connected. Through the wonders of technology, the thousands of kilometers between them vanish. This is Jay. He is a college student and works really hard to support his parents by paying his tuition fee. But look, how the same technology that empowers Delisha is what tears Jay's world apart. Through just one click.
Hello, sir. This is Aditya Gupta from the marketing team. Sir, I wanted to share this wonderful update on our last social media campaign. Based on our successful campaign, I've just got the report that there has been a rise of 30% in our user engagement.
This is Aditya. He is the social media marketing head for an up and coming startup. He has spent all his school years working hard to get a good position in a well paid job, which ensures his success in life. And it is Facebook that has helped him. It has helped him reach thousands of people and helped him to excel in his work and increase his company's reach. This is Srina. She is an influencer on social media, but things aren't always good for her. She receives hate comments online for her work. She tries to push it away, but it inevitably affects her mental health.
Delisha's sister has been traveling for an hour to reach a place that is just half an hour away from her location. She isn't picking up Delisha's calls, nor is she replying to text messages. Thankfully, she shared her live location with Delisha through WhatsApp, which slightly eases Delisha's mind. This feature will now help to find her sister and get her back home safely. For Srina, after studying for a grueling 6 hours for her college entrance exams, sleep feels like paradise, and it is technology that helps her do the small things with just her voice and a few commands.
Too much physics for one day. Time to sleep, yaar. Alexa, switch off the lights.
You think you might be safe at home with your devices? But look who's talking. There goes your mail, your passwords, your location, and your bank account details, right into the hands of a predator. The very technology that helps Serena every day is what leads to her privacy being compromised.
I got you, buddy. I got you.
I hope that you have seen enough to conclude that technology can turn into a bane if it is used carelessly. So now it is our responsibility to use technology properly and make sure that it continues to be a boon for the mankind.
That was a wonderful movie. Thank you, BX005. Over to Arvind sir to ask a few questions.
Maybe Dhruv would want to go first.
Sure. So, you know what I really liked about the film was that I think the messaging was pretty much to the point. You gave both the pros and cons on a flip side. So, from a narration perspective, I really liked the way it was narrated. I also want to ask, especially someone who, when the team was, sort of in the scripting stage, did you want to go for the voiceover for the narration because, or was it more from a dialogue base you wanted to narrate it? So I think the call you took was to have a lot of narration via voiceover. Just how did you go, and take that call, and how did the entire inspiration come behind this?
Yeah, so when we were writing the script, basically we wanted to just base it around real life instances, and the narration part just came naturally to us. We had thought that we will show some clips of some real life instances that we have, lived through, and by that we will, and beside that we will have the narration. And yeah, we just wrote the script with that. But the
Yeah.
main point was to have real life instances to base it all around.
I think so. I think so that came across well because it just sort of gave you a narration of flow, and give it a little more documentary style of narration. But I think that helped your messaging. Apart from that, it was well enacted, and I think you covered all the bases. What I personally liked was that you guys did use even something like in the recent times we live in. You touched upon those bases as well, which was again a good touch to the entire film. So yeah, so we really appreciate the work.
Thank you.
Okay, I liked it overall as a film. I have 2-3 point of views on this. One is I thought it was too documentary-like, whereas it could have been more towards cinema rather than audio-visual documentary. What Dhruv asked you about voiceover, I think, when you take a voiceover style of narration, it pushes you towards the documentary style of storytelling. So that's one observation. I'll give you an example from your own film. When you're talking about XYZ, an entrepreneur, and he's managing social media for his company. You've shot him speaking on the phone, for example, and you're narrating what he is or what he is doing. A better approach would have been to show him doing the things that he is going through to get to where he is. Okay, there are many success stories of people using Facebook for their successes. I think that was your overall point. But instead of him speaking to XYZ on the phone, you could take him, from a storytelling point of view, you can just put him through the paces of what he does to get to where he is. That would have been better as storytelling. Those are my observations. Otherwise, I think overall it works well as a film. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, judges. Waiting eagerly to screen their movie is the next team with the team code BX011.
उनका लाइव सेशन चालू है मेरे पास अभी चालू है यशस्वी लिंक
Requesting BX011 to please present their movie.
Yeah, okay.
BX011, we cannot hear
Yeah.
you. Can you please share your audio as well?
Excuse me?
We cannot hear the sound of your film.
Just a second.
Please. Thank you.
are your plans? How was your exam? How was your exam?
I'm ठीक था.
पास हो जाओगे?
Yes.
एंड फिर फेल हो गई है. बाकी बताओ. बेटा कुछ तो करना पड़ेगा तुम्हें. वरना हो गया तुम्हारा कल्याण. What? This is ridiculous. Ma'am, my system security has been compromised. Has any student accessed the server recently? No, I have no idea. Not under my supervision. Call Karthik right now. Karthik, I remember you failing in 3 subjects and now randomly you've gotten more than 90%. Did you access the grading database?
No, ma'am.
बेटा मेरे सामने ये नाटक मत करो.
मैम मैं कोई नाटक नहीं कर रहा. मुझे कोई आइडिया नहीं कि क्या होगा.
Listen, we traced the computer that hacked the school grading system. It traced back to your house. You suspended under the phone.
That's not possible. I didn't do anything. Hey, bookworm. Think you're too smart, huh?
That was a fantastic movie. Thank you very much, BX011. Now, over to Dhruv sir to ask a few questions.
I just want to firstly understand again from when you were writing the script, what was your inspiration or what was your core motivation? What you wanted to achieve?
Okay, so actually you can see like there were students in the school. So this movie was actually recorded pre-COVID. So when we were actually going to school. So I don't really remember why we actually recorded this. I guess it's for our school purpose. We usually record an annual movie for a school purpose and like display it to the children. So I guess it was for that purpose, for like cybersecurity awareness and stuff. So, and this topic is related to this movie goes for the both topics, like the future of technology and technology boon or bane. So like you can see nowadays there is a improvement in field of data science and especially cyber security. So again this goes for that field too. And like you can see the teachers and the schools storing records online, and it could be hacked. So it's both a boon and a bane.
Right. No, so I completely with you on cyber. I'll tell you what I really liked, about your film. It's got a proper 3-act play. There is a setup, there is a conflict, there's a resolution. Even something, and I think what you also have done well is you have made use of every shot. Like in the narrative, I think at a very early stage, you show the bookworm's character, just one shot comes and that's resolved in the end. So every shot is actually stitched in, which is a very good thing, which means that while you were editing and while you were even in the scripting phase, you knew where you want to take your characters, which is again a very, very positive thing. And secondly, again, what was again I think very well established was that at a very initial phase of the movie, we knew the characters, we knew this is the teacher, we knew the other character is not doing well. So I think that was extremely well done. I think the sound department could have been a little better, but that's been a little too picky. But from an overall craft perspective and from an overall narration perspective, I think good job on that.
Thank
you. Yeah.
Hi.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. I liked your film. I will tell you about specifically the things that I liked about the film. I liked the dramatization of the opening sequence. It was quite well done. Sound effects was well used. The mix went off in places, but in the beginning, it sounded good. Overall, the performances by all actors was worth noting because I think they were pretty convincing in their performances. I like the idea of you wanting to use cut back in time and cut forth in time, which is again something that I liked. One thing I thought I'll point out to you is I thought for the build-up that you did, your end was a little too abrupt. It could have been a little spaced out. Otherwise, I overall like the film. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, judges. Next in line to screen their movie is team code BX013.
गोलमाल है भाई, सब गोलमाल है।
यार संडे के दिन कौन क्लास रखता है? एक तो सो कोल्ड एंड नहाने का भी मन नहीं है। यू नो व्हाट, आज क्लास नहीं करते हैं। आई जस्ट चिल ऑन बेड एंड स्क्रॉल थ्रू इंस्टा।
हेलो हेलो शू हाँ भाई कैसा है? और गुड भाई, तुम बता। मैं बढ़िया भाई। वैक्सीन लगवा ली? नहीं अभी नहीं लगवाई, बट कुछ टाइम बाद करवा दूंगा। चल लगवा लियो जल्दी। हाँ हाँ क्या? अरे भाई मैं ना कुछ बड़े इंपॉर्टेंट काम से कॉल किया था। तो एक्चुअली मैं ना कुछ रील देख रहा था इंस्टा पे एंड कोई आया था जो क्रिप्टो के बारे में था। तो भाई मैं ना बेसिकली सोच रहा था कि मैं भी ना मतलब हम भी अपने क्रिप्टो कॉइन बना सकते हैं। पर क्रिप्टो कॉइन बनाना आता नहीं है मेरे को, पता नहीं कुछ। अरे यार वो सब बातें की तो टेंशन आ रही है, जस्ट टू इजी। उस टाइम मैं तेरी हेल्प कर दूंगा एंड बहुत इजी है सोच कर देना। ठीक है अगर बना सकते तो ऑब्वियसली करेंगे, सही रहेगा। You know what? I think we should also talk to other disciples. You know, what the people, what the profits. Yeah, do you mean? Yeah, and so think about it. If we earn well, we can also pay for a college. Yeah, that's So yeah, after all, the future is digital currency. So are you in or not? I'm in. That's amazing. All right, what's about crypto? Chalo, okay.
Guys, I came across a post about crypto and I feel that if we all invest together, we can make huge profits. Now, since you all don't know much about crypto, we'll have a meeting at 10 a.m. to discuss. See you all.
Okay, so now you guys get it.
Yes, dude. It is so cool. Damn.
But I must warn you, there's risk involved.
But guys, I mean, risk comes from not knowing what you're doing.
Damn, bro.
Chalo, let's
Yeah.
start work.
Okay guys, I think we are done for the day and कल हम अपना coin release करने वाले हैं and hope कि people invest करेंगे. So I'm tired and I think let's end the meeting here.
चला गया वैसे,
All right.
चलो
See you then.
Bye-bye.
Bye,
Bye
good
bye
night.
everybody.
Bye bye.
Guys, तुम लोगों ने देखा?
Oh my god, oh my god.
40% profits. I know, right? मैंने से check कर क्या पता increase हुआ थोड़ा सा और. मैं देखती
Yeah. Adya, bhai, I'm gonna buy all the shoes like Air Force One, Air Jordans,
Guys,
and so many more.
Guys,
Like,
it shows कि हमारी crypto zero पे है. It shows no profits. How is this possible? You
no,
guys check.
what?
Zero. Profit zero.
Guys, it says कि the crypto does not exist.
But access सिर्फ हम चारों के पास है.
Wait a minute. Tajmeet कहाँ है?
आधे you call. No idea.
Oh my god, Nitsa यार.
यार मेरी पूरी पॉकेट मनी थी इसमें. मेरी भी.
Dude, but यार ऐसे कैसे हो सकता है?
उसने फोन नहीं उठाया. 1 second.
Guys, but like देखो मतलब what if he took all the profits? I mean,
I don't believe
उसी के पास access है ना हम तीनों के अलावा.
अबे क्या कर रहा है? अबे नेट पे
फोन नहीं उठा रहा. रिंग हो गया हो के बंद हो गया. Guys, I think I'll have to inform my parents about this. I need to leave. Me too. Bye. Bye.
गोलमाल है भाई, सब गोलमाल है.
That was a very enlightening and humorous movie. Thank you so much, BX013. Now we invite Arvind sir to question the participants.
Hi guys, good morning.
Morning, sir.
Morning, sir.
Any of you have invested in crypto?
Yes, sir. Actually, I am investing in it.
Okay. So do you think you can get looted?
Yeah, there are chances. Because it's not under a governmental body, so many scams have happened also.
Correct. So you chose to look at the negative side of technology. Do you think technology is negative or it's a boon?
So we chose both the sides because we were also trying to portray that how easily we can earn while sitting at home, like using cryptocurrency, which is a fairly modern technique to invest and
Right.
earn. And then we also showed the negative side, which is that, as Tasmeet said, that it is not a government regulated body, and thus people are also hesitant to invest sometimes, and it's also sometimes
Right.
prone to malpractices.
Correct. Too many schemes floating around, so you don't know what is
Yes,
right
sir.
and what is wrong.
Yes, sir.
Anyway, cool. I liked your film. I liked the picturization of the opening sequence. I think the acting was really good. The conversations were well staged. Again, I just thought, you ended it a bit abruptly. I like the idea of your phone screen on the side, kind of a framing for storytelling. I think that worked for the film. So all in all, I liked your film.
All right, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I'll also give a couple of thoughts. So I think crypto, I think the way it is right now is, and I'm very glad that there was a team which actually touched upon crypto. There is a lot of ups and downs which we keep on hearing. As a personal crypto investor, I believe it's safe, but yes, we need to maintain precaution on that. So one of you was a crypto investor, right? I heard.
Yeah, I am.
Yeah. So I think this the inspiration of putting crypto would have come from you then. I think that would be the yeah. So I think that was interesting, and I want to just discuss while you were scripting, this was I think a post-COVID script when you guys could not meet together, and that's why the user split
Yes,
screen.
sir. Yes,
Okay,
sir.
so I think that was again a good touch to where apart from that, it was actually well enacted as Arvind sir also pointed out. I think the end was a bit abrupt, but from your your characterizations, again every character, we knew the characters from the way it was enacted, which is a very good thing if you get to know about that in the initial part of the film. The three act was again well executed, except the resolution could have been stronger. Apart from that, I really enjoyed it. Again, COVID brings its limitations, and I think so you use the entire way of conversing and all quite well. So yeah, good job done on that.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Yes.
Thank you so much, judges. We would now like to invite the upcoming team with the team code BX016 to screen their movie. Team BX016, please present your movie.
Actually, we are facing some technical difficulties. Can we have some time, please?
Okay, so we'll have your screening at the end. So we would now like to invite BX017 to present their movie.
Thank you so much. Good morning to everyone. Since we are given an option to brief before we screen our video, we would like to brief a short about our short film that we have made. So would like to brief this presentation. So our video is on the topic of technology, both boon and bane, and our story is about a day in the life of a teenage boy and how integrated technology is in his life from the moment he wakes up to the moment he sleeps. And we see through his life how technology is a boon and a bane in many ways. And we have followed a flat arc throughout this story, and we have seen his life through the eyes of the camera. But more than emphasizing on his story and his personal life, it is more emphasized on the technology that is around him. We just emphasized on one character in this movie because it was a short film, because it was a 5-minute thing. The story was written by one of my friend. She has written a wonderful story, and the script writing was done by her, and the storyboarding was done by another friend, another team member of ours, and he has done a rough storyboarding for our short film, as you can see on the screen on the PPT that I'm showing you right now, with each of the scenes and how he has visualized my friend's story, and he has visualized it into like a comic form, into a storyboard. And my friend and I, who are responsible for the shooting part, you can see some snapshots from the movie that we are going to see. My friend and I were responsible for the shooting part and bringing this storyboard into life, into the video format. And we have tried our best to bring that vision to life using some compositional rules and all, rule of thirds, center alignment, and some other compositional rules. And the editing part was solely done by me, the editing and the visual effects. We used Premiere Pro for our editing. You can see the timeline of our short film on the screen. And we used After Effects for some of the visual effects that we have used. Not much, but some. There are some visual effects in our short film that we will see. And these are some other snapshots before and after of our visual effects that we have used in our film. With this being said, we would now like to screen our movie.
Your breakfast.
Thanks.
Did you sleep well? Hmm? What hmm? I remember a time when you told me your dreams every Pratik?
Online classes, mom.
Knowledge-based remembering, making you understand there is nothing to clear your concept, nothing to understand, you have to learn.
I'm going.
Road ahead closed. Take a left after 200 meters.
पीछे पीछे सपनों के भागे एक दिन सपनों का राही चला जाए सपनों से आगे कहाँ जिंदगी कैसी है बहेरी हाय कभी तो हंसाए कभी ये रुलाए जिन्होंने सजाए यहाँ मेले सुख दुख संग संग झेले जिन्होंने सजाए यहाँ
Where is she back then? What did you even do? I guess she had a thing for you back in class 10.
What?
Thank you. By the way, where's your mask?
Mask? Why mask?
Because of the pandemic.
You believe in that stuff? It's all fake, yeah? I mean, I saw this video on Facebook. Look at this guy.
You believe in that?
Exactly, I do.
Yeah, let me show you a video that explains the entire COVID situation. Bro, you have to follow all the COVID protocols and avoid such misinformation.
Oh, I see, bro. I understand about the pandemic and the COVID, and I guess you should follow the protocol.
Oh, that's much better. Alexa, wake me up at 6 in the morning tomorrow.
Alarm set for 6 a.m. tomorrow.
जिंदगी कैसी है बहेरी हाय कभी तो हंसाए कभी ये रुलाए
That was a lovely movie. Thank you, BX017. Would Arvind sir like to pose a few questions to this team?
Actually, I don't have too many questions. I'll straight away go to commenting on the film. I thought it was overall a very good effect, taking a slice of life approach to the film. I really liked the fact that you guys were methodical about going through the storytelling process. You had a written down script, you had storyboarded it with thumbnails, and so that shows that you've thought about how you want to create this film. I like the filming of the opening sequence that leads one into the story. Some of the shots were well taken, and it worked well to start the film off. I like the use of the song throughout the film. You kind of equated, I guess, Zindagi to technology, right? So you have goods and bads coming to you, whether it's technology or life. So one thing I specifically want to appreciate is that you have stuck to telling your story with visuals and audio, with not having to go into any textual support or a voiceover support, which I think is very good. Also, you touched upon towards the end about the paradox of the things that we face today. Do you get vaccinated? Do you not get vaccinated? Is the third wave dangerous, or is it not dangerous? There are two sides of the story. So that message that you're putting out, that it's important to research both sides before you take decisions for yourself and your loved ones. I think it's a nice thought. Overall, I thought it was a very well made film. Thank you.
So I'll also just take off from where Arvind sir left. So from what I want to really appreciate is that the edit, the sound, the way things came on screen was actually pretty seamless. And I think once all the basic technical things, something like an edit becomes seamless, the narrative becomes all the more better, because we're not focusing on the technical aspects. Secondly, what I also really would appreciate is that you had a script. Before you went on set, you knew which shot you're going to take. I think that's where your storyboarding helped, and you actually start with the plan, which shows, from a filmmaker's perspective, you guys knew what you wanted to achieve when you were on set. So that's again a very, very a positive thing to have. And trust me when I say this, not many filmmakers, even at a professional level, have that clarity. So I really must appreciate that. I myself, when I go on set, at times I don't know what to do. So it's very important to storyboard. It's very important to actually have a strong pre-production, or else you'll end up someone like me who goes on set and I will not know where to put in my camera. So I really did appreciate that aspect. You stuck to your story, and all departments are very, very good in what and I think you achieved to tell the story in a very, very simple and a nice methodical way. So yeah, good job. And also want to highlight the small after effects, the small nuances of editing. And Premiere Pro is a difficult software, so so again, kudos to that as well.
Thank you so much, judges. Now we would like to invite our last team for the day to screen their movie. Team code BX016. BX016, if you're ready, please present your movie. Thank you.
हेलो गाइस, आज का व्लॉग होने वाला बहुत ही अमेजिंग। आज मैं आपको दिखाने वाला हूँ एक डेड बॉडी। लाइक शेयर सब्सक्राइब। टेक्नोलॉजी ये उस गटर का कीड़ा है जिसे देखने पे लोग मुंह बिगाड़ देते हैं, पर उसी को अगर कोई महंगा रेस्टोरेंट सर्व करके दे दे तो उंगलियां चाट के खाएंगे। इन शॉर्ट इसको यूजर कोई करता है, पर जब इसके साइड इफेक्ट्स की बारी आती है तो पीछे हट जाता है। जैसे मैं खुद अभी आपके साथ टेक्नोलॉजी के इस्तेमाल से बात कर रहा हूँ, पर फिर भी उसकी बुराई करूंगा। अब अगर बच्चों की बात करें तो उनके हिसाब से टेक्नोलॉजी का मतलब होता है फोन, फोन और फोन, और ये लोग उस फोन का भी बहुत फ्रूटफुल वे में यूज कर रहे हैं।
Students, I hope you are studying well at your home.
यस मैम।
Students, I hope you are not cheating.
नो मैम, वी आर नॉट चीटिंग। अब इसका ये मतलब नहीं कि टेक्नोलॉजी का कोई अच्छा यूज नहीं है। आपको नाला सुपारा से लेकर न्यूयॉर्क तक जाना है, टेक्नोलॉजी। चेयर कैसे उठाते हैं ये जानना है, टेक्नोलॉजी। सांस कैसे लेते हैं ये नहीं पता, टेक्नोलॉजी। इंसान हर एंगल, ट्रायंगल, रेक्टेंगल से टेक्नोलॉजी पे डिपेंडेंट है। मोस्टली सभी लोगों को इसी के वजह से एम्प्लॉयमेंट मिली हुई है। घर बनाने से लेकर घर तोड़ने तक हर जगह यूज होने वाली चीज है ये, पर यही यूजफुल चीज आपकी प्राइवेसी की धज्जियां उड़ा सकती है। हेलो।
हाँ बोल।
क्या कर रहा था?
यार सो रहा था।
सच में सो रहा था?
हाँ भाई।
अरे मुझे लगा तू बाहर भी देख रहा है।
क्या भाई, मैं सो रहा था सच्ची। नहीं, किसने बोला तुझे?
वो ऐसा है ना कि तेरा YouTube का अकाउंट मेरे पास है, तो तेरी वॉच हिस्ट्री में दिखा रहा है कि तू बाहर भी देख रहा है।
हाँ भाई प्लीज, क्लास में किसी को मत बताना।
और अगर टेक्नोलॉजी की बात हो ही रही है तो इसको कैसे भूल सकते हैं। बच्चों को वर्ल्ड वॉर 2 कब हुआ ये नहीं पता है, पर AKM में कौन सी गोली लगेगी ये जरूर पता होगा। हर कोई बस नेगेटिव वे में यूज करना चाहता है। अगर इसका अच्छे से यूज कर लो तो आयरन मैन जैसा सूट तक बना सकते हो। इस टेक्नोलॉजी ने इंसान और कबूतर दोनों का काम आसान कर दिया है। इसी टेक्नोलॉजी से आजकल कोई भी खोई हुई चीज ढूंढी जा सकती है, पेन से लेके फोन तक, बच्चे से लेके डायनासोर तक। पर टेक्नोलॉजी पे ज्यादा भरोसा करना भी भारी पड़ सकता है। अब टेक्नोलॉजी ने इंसान का काम आसान भी कर दिया है। जैसे आजकल चॉकलेट से लेके बड़ी बड़ी कार तक सब ऑनलाइन मिल जाता है। लाइट बिल से लेके गैस बिल तक सब घर बैठे बैठे भर सकते हैं। लास्ट में इतना ही बोलना चाहूंगा कि टेक्नोलॉजी का कैसे इस्तेमाल करना है ये आप पे है। अगर आप चाहो तो आप मार्स तक जा सकते हो, और अगर आप ना चाहो तो घर पर तो बैठे ही हो।
That was a very entertaining movie. Thank you, BX016. I would like to request Dhruv sir to ask a couple of questions to the participant.
First and foremost, I saw that during the exam you were you showed the character cheating on the phone. Is that a plus or a negative? I mean, I just wanted to take that.
For student, it's plus, but for the future, it's negative one.
All right, man. If I had that at your time, life would be very different. But yeah, apart from that, I really like the way. So I think you played the vlogger as well. So very, very charismatic. I think so. That would be your inspiration towards in the video. One thing which was good was that the narration was done through the vlogger. So we had a central protagonist throughout, taken through different situations, making narration easier. Apart from that, I think also what was done, the boon and bane was distinctly told. You were able to get that narration to the point, and I think the viewer knew what you wanted to achieve. Um, uh, Other from technical perspectives, I can be nitty-gritty, but I think so overall, because you were able to get the messaging correctly, I think that's what matters in any story. Your message has to be told to the audience, which was done well. So it was an interesting, entertaining movie. And kudos to you. You played the role of the vlogger really, really well, and that sort of helped the audience connect to the entire product. So yeah, good job on that.
Hi.
Yes, sir.
You began the movie with a killing. What's the idea?
Basically, I wanted to show that in that person was also using the phone, and the person driving the car was also using the phone. So technology has overwhelmed the persons that like they are not focusing on their lifestyle.
Right.
What are they in the present world? And after that, I show that blogger to show that even though someone is dead, instead of helping them, they are like just behind the views and fame and all.
Right. Okay, I loved your film. It was very nice. Your name is Neil, is it?
Yes, sir.
You have a fantastic screen presence, and I think in future you should make good use of that.
Thank you, sir.
All in all, I think the film worked well. I thought with your presentation skills and your screen presence, you could have actually attempted a satirical comedy on the same subject. Instead of taking a subject seriously, you can look at the funnier side of it. And with your presentation skills, you could have probably brought out a lot more to this film than just following a straight narrative. That said, I loved the script. Somebody wrote it down for you, this voiceover, or you wrote it yourself?
So I wrote it with Harsh.
Okay, it was well written. Overall, I thought it worked very well. From editing point of view, somehow cutting with that sound effects, the color bar and a beep, it was kind of distracting from the film. Sometimes simple cuts or simple wipes work out as better transitions than effect-oriented cuts. But that's a very minor criticism that I have. Overall, I really loved your film. Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, judges. And this brings us to the end of all our screenings. We would like to invite Arvind sir to say a few words.
Okay, I think all in all, there were 6 good entries. We spoke about things that we liked, things that could have been done better. I actually want to point something to the mentors and the teachers. While I understand that some of these entries had to be shot during the COVID times, somehow I thought a subject like technology, boon or bane, is more of a essay or a debate subject and not ideal for a filmmaking subject. That's my personal take on it. If you kind of take, today as, Tuesday the 18th as a subject, could trigger better imagination with the kids. Or, it could be a location, 249 Punjabi Bagh, it's people can take uh, their thoughts to a location, think about what they can do and build a story around that. When you say technology, then, the most obvious things, the computers, the phones, and, the softwares and stuff come into the picture. Therefore, you end up seeing too much of, screenshots and screen captures. Uh, that I thought probably limited the creativity of the kids a bit. Otherwise, overall, I enjoyed this experience. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. And now we invite Dhruv sir to share his observations about the participants and the movies that were screened by them.
Yep. So, firstly, thank you for having me. It's always good to come back to school. This is the same school which, I studied in. So it's always good to come back to where you spend good 14, 15 years of yourself growing up. From from a purely creative standpoint, and because I'm pretty much this is what I do now. Making films is what I do. I really like watching young filmmakers, come and just present what they just did. At our times, we never had digital. We never had the flexibility of shooting a film on our phones. I think I was in my last year of school. That's when the first phone camera came in. That too, the teachers would snatch from us when we actually used to use it in school. So always keep on writing, always keep on creating. That's one message which I want to give everyone over here. There's a lot of talent. There's a lot of stories which are to be told, and I think every entry which was there has the knack of filmmaking. If you at this age you can write, you can shoot, you can act, you can edit and present a product, there's a very, very bright future for all of you. So just keep on writing, keep on exploring. I think there's no end to what you can achieve. So keep on doing, and as always, keep the Goenkan name high.
Thank you, sir.
We request the head of planning and events, Ms. Anisha Talwar ma'am, to share a few words of inspiration.
Good morning, everyone. I must say I have thoroughly enjoyed the morning today. It couldn't have been better with all these movies and the ideas and the humor they were presenting. But first of all, I want to thank both the judges, Mr. Arvind and Mr. Dhruv, for their time and effort. And also, I'm feeling very, very proud to welcome Dhruv here today. Thank you for joining us.
Ma'am, I hope great I have बहुत डांट खाई है आपसे, so
all forgiven.
Yes, I'm very glad.
Feeling very proud. Yeah, well, going through a lot of emotions, but have settled for being proud. Today I can win.
Thank you so much.
But here I must appreciate the technology because we could connect. And I want to add that computers really have changed our lives, and it has added such a new dimension to this movie making also, where we find it very difficult to distinguish what is real and what is virtual. Like whatever you can think, you can project. It's like that now. And with access to all these devices, with improved cameras and very easy to use apps, it's possible for everyone now to delve into this art form and then express their creativity. And I am super impressed by the acting abilities of our children. Oh my God, they were so good. It's really a privilege to watch such programs, and I'm so glad to be part of this program today. And thank all the presenters also for their hard work, and you've really conducted it well. Thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your motivating words. With that, we come to the end of this event. We would like to thank our esteemed judges for evaluating the participants and giving their valuable inputs. Best of luck to all our participants for the results, which will be declared during the closing ceremony to be held on 21st January at 12 noon. Thank you all for joining us today. We hope you enjoyed the event.